guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, my name's Fatima and today I'm sharing the best of fashion hacks video with you. So over 2025 I shared over 40 fashion hacks with you that I genuinely use and love, and I think you guys love them too because without a doubt they were my most viewed videos, the videos that I had the most likes on and the ones that I had the most comments on. So I thought that before I move on to a new fashion hack series for 2026, I would do a best of video where you've got all the best ones in one video, and these ones are a combination of the ones that you've messaged me about the most and the ones that you like the most and the ones that I genuinely love and use on a daily basis and have saved me both time and, more importantly, money. So I'm going to run through them from the order of 10 to 1, with number 1 being the one that you've most commented me about, the one that you love the most. So let's get straight into it because I can't wait to share this with you. So at number 10 is the anti-fraying hack. Now this is one of my actual favorites because I cannot believe how well it actually works, and it saved me so much money. So basically I use this for jeans, and if you're a petite girl like me, you know that actually getting your jeans tailored can cost a lot of money. And I still do get my clothes tailored, but when it comes to jeans, especially like light jeans, for some reason, I don't mind a raw hem. But what I used to find was that I would cut the hem of my jeans and then it would be fine, and then I'd put them in the wash and they would look really untidied and completely frayed again. So I would go through that whole cycle, and each time I'd find that my jeans were getting shorter and shorter until I discovered this on Amazon. I will link this below, and I have a few products to show you, but everything is like under £10 easily. And it's just simply called Stop Fraying. You can use it on other things other than clothes, like I'm sure you can use it on netting and curtains. I've only used this on jeans, but it is brilliant. All you simply do is you make sure you shake the bottle and then you apply it as close as possible to the cut part of your jeans. Put a decent amount on there because you want to make sure that it lasts, and then you can just wipe off the excess with a sponge. Now I like to keep mine for 24 hours so it properly dries. I then just put it in the wash and goes through the wash cycle as usual. And honestly guys, let me show you these jeans. I've used this once on these jeans, like this, when I originally showed you this hack, I think it was July, August time. These jeans have gone through the wash numerous times. I've never had to use this again, and look at this. I mean, it's brilliant. I love it, and that's why I had to include this because it just stays so well. It literally does not fray, and granted, it does feel a little bit stiff, which on denim I don't mind, but that's the whole purpose because it's stopping the fraying. Love this hack. It has really been a game changer for me. I get a lot of my jeans from either Levi's, or I love Zara jeans as well. And if you do know Zara jeans, you know that they come up really long. So without fail, I have to get them tailored every time. And for some of my jeans where I don't mind the raw hem, this has worked so well. So I really recommend that you try this one, especially if you're a petite girl like me. Love this one. So hack number 9 is again a real great money saver when you don't want to get your trousers tailored when the waistband is too big. I found this the most simple, quickest and easiest way of tightening the waist of your trousers, and it's simply by using these little kind of buttons. Now I think I don't know, it's about 10 for under £4 again on Amazon. You can see that there's only a few left because I use them so much. My husband's also actually nicked a couple of these from me because he really likes this as well. So it's just this little button and it has a pin on the back, so you simply just take the pin off, put the top part of the pin on your waistband of your jeans or trousers where you want it. You then, from inside the waistband, add the back part of the pin onto the button, and then you simply button your trousers or your jeans as normal, and it's a perfect way to tighten your jeans or trousers really quickly. I think it works the best when you put a belt over the top, because if you need quite a lot of tightening around your waistband, it does cause a little bit of an asymmetric line, which is fine. It doesn't look bad at all, but I like to then just have a belt over the top. Perfect way to tighten the waist on your trousers without having it tailored. Love this as well. So the next one was from my most recent fashion hacks, and that's to add some structure to a unstructured dress or top by just using a bangle and a hairband. Now, I showed you how to do this on both a dress and bangle. All you simply do is you place the bangle on the outside of your clothing where you want it more structured. Then from the inside, take your hairband and grab your bangle from the inside of your dress and just place it over the bangle. Then when you put your dress or your top back down, it creates a really beautiful shape. It adds structure to the item of clothing. It creates a really lovely kind of almost like a drape where you put the bangle, and is another great way to recycle clothes that might be a little bit big for you, or wear the same item of clothing and make it look different. So hack number 7 is the coat tying hack, and I showed you 2 ways to do that, and I wanted to show you in this video again because number 1, I had a lot of comments about that. People love that one, and also being winter, this comes really handy. And I absolutely hate it when coats are just kind of roughly tied. It creates an unsightly bulk, and there's a much better and easy way to do this. Make sure one side is longer than the other. So with the longer side, you're going to start wrapping it around your hand twice in total to create a loop, and then you're going to thread that end part of the belt through that loop. Then you're going to grab the other side of the belt and thread it through the same loop to the other way, tighten it and adjust it, and it looks really chic and elevated and tidy. The second one creates a really cute bow. You simply start by tying a simple knot on your belt. Then you make a loop with the shorter end of the belt. You then take the longer end and wrap it around the first loop. You'll see a small opening in the base knot. Thread the longer end through that gap to create a second loop. Then adjust both parts of the loop, adjust as you need to create a really cute little bow that will stay in place all day. So hack number 6 was a layering hack, and you guys absolutely love this. And I also showed it on my TikTok and it went viral because this is a really useful and clever hack. And basically it's a great hack when you want to layer a jumper over your shirt, especially in the colder months. It's a great way of keeping warm but also looking really chic and put together. So usually when you put on a shirt and put on your jumper over the top of it, it can look quite bulky, especially if you like me and you like a slightly oversized white shirt. You know, when you move around, it looks really bulky. In the image that I showed you, it actually, in real life, it actually ends up looking worse because when you're moving around, your shirt keeps rising up and you end up pulling it down all the time. So a perfect way to stop this happening and also to create another layer to keep you warm in winter is to add a simple vest top over your shirt. In winter, if you wanted, you can even add a kind of a scoop neck top with longer sleeves to add over your shirt. Anything where when you put your jumper back on, you're not going to be able to see the top of your vest top or whichever top you choose. Once you add that vest top on, pull your shirt down to create a really smooth layer, and then add your jumper on top of that, and it looks really put together, but it also creates a really lovely silhouette because you've lost all that bulk that you would usually see when you layer a jumper over a shirt. Love this one. I use this all the time. If you are loving the fashion hacks, guys, then please do subscribe to my channel because I will be doing a whole new series of fashion hacks for 2026. But let's now move on to number 5, which is doing a French tuck on your cardigan 2 ways so it avoids the bulk. Again, a brilliant one for winter. And this was one of the ones I did in my very first fashion hacks video all the way back last year in February. So the first way is probably my favorite and the easiest to do. All you need for this is a hairband. You pop the hairband onto the first button of your cardigan and then just button up that cardigan hole as you normally would. Continue to button up your cardigan as normal, but before you get to the last button, pull the hairband from underneath, hoop it around the button, and then do up the cardigan or the final button on the cardigan and adjust. Now you don't have to have the band on the first button. I did that because I was showing you with quite a long cardigan, but if your cardigan is shorter, you could start on the second or third button down, but follow exactly the same process and you will end up with the same look. For the second one, you need to fold the buttonhole side upon itself so the last buttonhole meets the top buttonhole. Then thread the button through both holes. On the second button side of the cardigan, fold up the cardigan twice from underneath. Then button up the button you folded under with the buttonhole you folded under, and then button up the rest of the cardigan as normal, adjust, and again that creates a perfect tuck at the front. That one's quite hard to explain, so I hope the illustration made that easier to understand. But again, that's such a perfect way to create just a little tuck at the front of your cardigan, doesn't matter how bulky it is, so you can see the definition of your waist and still keeps you warm and cozy in winter. So guys, we're getting towards the best ones. So fashion hack number 4 was perfect way to tie a cardigan or a jumper around your shoulders and make sure that it stays in place all day. I've actually added an extra one to that because since I did that fashion hack, I found another way that I really like doing as well. So I'll show you both. So in the original one, just fold over the top of the jumper so it looks tidy and then wrap it around your shoulders. Again, adjust it so it looks tidy. Then take one sleeve and wrap it around your hand and then grab the end of that sleeve with the same hand. Then grab the other sleeve of the jumper and put it in the same hand and then pull both sleeves through the knot and adjust it to tidy it up, and it looks neat and tidy and it stays in place all day. I love having a jumper wrapped around my shoulder. It not only looks really stylish and adds some interest, but obviously it also keeps you warm. So whether that's a jumper wrapped around my t-shirt or whether it's wrapped around another jumper or around my coat, it's a really great way to brighten up your outfit, add interest, look stylish, but at the same time keep yourself warm. And the second way I love doing this is by using kind of a decorative hairband. I just tried this out the other week. Bought this originally for my hair. It's just simple from Amazon again, hairband with a gold kind of hardware at the front. And all I do is add the cardigan around my shoulders, grab the 2 sleeves and then do kind of a double tie around my jumper sleeves, adjust it so all you see is that gold hardware, And again, I think that looks really pretty and just adds some interest into your outfit, especially if you're kind of coordinating your jewelry or other hardware. Just another really great way to add a little bit of interest. Okay, so number 3, and that one was my Samba cleaning hack. This has saved me so much money because I had like what looked like a bit of an oil stain on the suede part of my Sambas, and I tried everything, nothing removed it. And I actually saw, I think it was a Spanish reel where somebody used some micellar water, just simply put it on a cotton pad and just rubbed it on the kind of dirty parts of the trainer, let it dry, and it made such a difference. Now, I'm not going to pretend to you that it's going to look brand new, no marks, but it makes such a difference. I haven't actually brought another pair of black Sambas that I was going to do because I couldn't get rid of that mark. I've kept the same ones in, and this is nearly a year later. I probably will end up buying another pair this year just because they are getting a little bit tatty all over. But guys, please try this one. It's such a great hack to keep your Sambas clean. And if you're a little bit nervous, then just use a little bit on the side where you can't really see it, just to make sure. But no marks, no nothing. And since then, I've started to use micellar water a lot more on things like clothes with makeup on, or other bits of, you know, furniture, suede. I've just like tried a little bit on where it's kind of quite discreet, and a lot of the time it really works, and micellar water is really gentle, so do try that one. Obviously make sure that it's safe first on your item that you're trying it on, but a really great hack, and one that I'm totally going to continue using. So moving on to hack number 2, and that was the earring hack, and I love this hack. This is without doubt one of my favorites. And it's so simple. It literally was by using these earlobe stickers that I got from Amazon. You can see that this is like, it comes with, look how many I've used because I love this hack so much. Like you get a couple of strips, like this one hasn't got very many, and I've started to get through this one as well. It's so easy. And what it does is, when you're wearing heavy earrings, it number one helps take the weight off those earrings, but also if I used to wear heavy earrings, they used to start to come down and sag down halfway down my ears, and there's been times where I've actually lost an earring, and this solves that perfectly. So let me show you. I'm going to take my small earrings out so I can show you with a bigger pair. So I'm going to use these, I think these was from Samba. And when I bought them, I literally hardly ever wore them because I love them, but number one, they hurt my ear, and they just kind of felt like they were coming off. So all you do is you simply take one of the round stickers. So let me just show you that. Once you've got the sticker on behind your earlobe, you simply thread your earrings through as you normally would, through your hole on your ear, but also through the sticker that you've placed on the back of your ear. Do your earring up as normal, and I mean, guys, I promise you, these are such heavy earrings, and I literally can't feel them on my ears. It's amazing. I love this hack. And somebody even commented that they actually have kind of split their ear, the holes, the piercing hole on their ear, and they use something similar because it works really well. If you don't want to purchase this, it also works by just kind of doubling up a piece of sellotape so it's sticky on both sides, cutting it so you can't see it when you put it behind your ear, and then just simply using that. But these are a couple of pounds and so easy to use. Love this one. I'm now going to have like 2 lopsided earrings on, but that's fine. That looks quite nice with these like big ones on this outfit, just to add a little bit of bling. Okay guys, we've come to number 1, the one that I've had the most comments on, the one that people seem to love the most, and the one that I've been using for a couple of years, especially winter time non-stop, and that's the jumper tuck-in hack without actually tucking it into your trousers or your skirt. 2 ways of doing this. I love the first one, the second one works just as well. But in the first one, all you need is a piece of elastic that will fit comfortably around your waist. I like to use thicker elastic so it's more comfortable. Just put that around your waist, tie in a double knot. I like to pull the knot to the back so you can't see kind of any bulk. And then put your jumper on, it doesn't matter how bulky it is, and simply tuck it in under the elastic all the way around. Adjust it so it looks tidy, and this is the perfect way to tuck a bulky jumper without creating any bulk at all on what you're wearing at the bottom, especially if you're wearing it with something like really flimsy like a satin or a silk where you can see every lump. It just is so perfect and looks so great, and just then means that you can add those textures together without worrying that you're going to be able to see your kind of more bulky textures on top. The second way that works equally as well is you need 2 hairbands. Scrunch the side of your jumper on one side and pop the hairband so it's secure, and then do the same with the other side of your jumper, and then simply tuck both sides in, and again you've created a tuck without any bulk at all. So both ways gives you really lovely silhouettes and are perfect to use over winter time. So that's the 10 favorite hacks of 2025 that you guys have absolutely loved, and I hope you find it helpful to have them in one video that you can refer to. I will be doing more fashion hacks in this coming year, so keep tuned for that. If you did like this, guys, then please do give me a like, and I would love it if you could give me a hype as well if you enjoyed the video, because that all helps to get my video out to more people. Do also subscribe to my channel, guys, if you want to see more content like this. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again in my next video. Bye, guys.